Hey everyone, this is Zach from Sorry Scout, and I want to talk to you about our Rock for Tots show coming up on January 11th at the Ready Room. We'll be playing with Whiskey and Thunder, as well as Space Trucker, to raise money for Play It Forward. Play It Forward is a St. Louis-based program whose mission is to ensure each child in St. Louis is provided with the opportunity to discover their musical talents through musical instrument donations, contributions to local school music departments, and local promotion of youth music arts via shows and events. Tickets are on sale now and will be available at the door for $12. However, if you donate a musical instrument at the door, your admission is free. Hope to see you there.
Hey everybody, Shane Presley here. I got a couple of things I want to tell you about happening January 14th, kicking off 2020 in style. We got another edition of our singer-songwriter storytelling showcase out at Naked Vine. Again, January 14th, Tuesday night, 7 o'clock start, $10 at the door. And on stage will be Ethan Jones, Lisa Houday, and Chris Curd. Do not miss this show. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. If you haven't been out there yet, these are a really good time. You can bring your own food in. You can. We got plenty of wine, whiskey, tequila, and local craft beers for you. So join us at Naked Vine on January 14th. But you can stop by Naked Vine anytime. You can find them online at nakedvine.net. A lot of good stuff coming up on, Thursday, December 19th. Phil and Carson of the Scandaleros will be out there. Friday, December 20th, John Bonham and Friends. And Saturday, December 21st, Scrambled will be taking the stage. Again, all that nakedvine.net and Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Get plugged in and come out there and see what it's all about. It's a true hidden gem out there in Chesterfield, Missouri. A lot of good times out there, so come on, check it out. Also want to say a quick thank you to Heil Sound. I'm recording this intro today on my Heil microphone, and I've been loving their products. And I think you will too, so check it out, heilsound.com. Also, big thank you to Roughneck Beard Company, my latest sponsor. So happy to have these guys a part. That's Roughneck Beard Company and American Rambler. You can find both of their products located in the Roughneck Beard Company shop right there in Maplewood on Manchester. So swing by and visit them, or you can shop 24/7 at roughneckbeardcompany.com. Be sure to enter my promo code RPP15 for an exclusive 15% off during your checkout online. So, but yeah, swing by and visit them. Tell them Shane sent you. They've got all kinds of cool stuff out there for anybody. But if you got a bearded guy in your life and you want to surprise them with some gifts, maybe make some nice stocking stuffers, throw in some beard oils. We're got a lot of great balms and all kinds of different things. Whatever you might need for your personal grooming, you can check it out there at Roughneck Beard Company and American Rambler. I've been using products myself. I love it. They got like some stuff like beard oils infused with CBD products and coffee. So, I mean, if you're into whatever you're into, they might be able to take care of you out there. So check it out. Go visit Brad out there and tell him Shane sent you. But that's it for me, everybody. Thank you again for tuning in. If you would like to reach out and say hi or let me know what you've been listening to, I would love to hear from you. You can reach me on my email at rockpaperpodcast@gmail.com. Feel free to say hey. Also, if you're interested in a shirt, hat, or anything, buttons or stickers, I got all kinds of things. So let me know. Anyway, thanks for listening. Kick back, relax, and enjoy. Have a great day, everybody.
A podcast is kind of like it's like a radio show that's not on the radio. It's on the internet. Does that make sense? Yeah, that's also like my mom. It makes it sound more confusing, doesn't it? It sounds like this.
This is Daemon.
And this is Zach.
He listens to the Rock Paper Podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Rock Paper Podcast.
Scissors beat paper, paper covers rock. Rock beats scissors, Shane covers non-stop. Never know what new kind of guest that he's got coming at you. Live and direct on the spot. Could be rock, folk, country, or hip-hop, jazz. All kind of folks that he has. Could be an artist or a comedian to make you laugh on the
Rock Paper Podcast.
double-decker fudge round, rolling round town. Shane coming at you live and direct from ground zero. He's your hero, he's your bestie. Rock Paper Podcast with Shane Presley.
Rock Paper Podcast.
Hey everybody, Shane Presley here, Rock Paper Podcast, coming to you from St. Louis, Missouri. Hanging out today with Daemon and Zech Bishop.
You like the question mark?
Hey. I'm just reading my teleprompter here. Hold on a second. Yeah, man, I'm glad to be here hanging with you guys. This is
sure.
this is my first time meeting both of you, and I talk about it a whole lot starting this show, but that's really the fun of this show for me is it allows me to continue to meet people doing cool stuff around town. I get to meet a lot of people like at venues or shows, different things around, and we don't really get a chance to talk, but this show allows me a chance to actually get to meet and talk to people, and so I'm glad that it introduced me to you two, and we get to sit today and talk about everything you guys are a part of. So
Definitely.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Now I know what you mean about shows, because like most of my actual meeting with people is at shows.
Right.
Because it means like either the studio, people don't go to the studios. You don't really meet everyone in the studio. And show conversations are so shallow because it's like so loud. And if you're lucky, a lot of people are there. So the conversations are usually just like introduction. Yo, yeah, you're really cool. Blah, blah, blah. And then that's like, you're trying to remember everyone's name.
Sure.
You know? And business cards do not work, bro. Like, you give out business cards and you get like, yeah, I have business cards. You ever seen my business card? It's so pretty. I probably have given you one too. See what I'm saying? Business cards don't work. Anyway.
But like I said, I've definitely known Damon's name a bit through some of our mutual friends. I know I recently did one of these with Kill 'Em All. And,
Yeah.
The boys.
And,
Yes, the homies.
So, and a couple other things. So I'm glad it finally, all the stars align, and we get to finally meet up and talk about everything you guys are a part of. So
It's going to be a dope session, man.
yeah, but I guess I always kind of like to start with St. Louis because, it's where I'm from. I mean, I claim I say St. Louis. I live out in Wentzville. I was born and raised out there, but I spend a lot of my time here in St. Louis, and it's always been home. So but anyway, you guys both from the area? You grew up around St. Louis?
Yeah, I'm from Maplewood, actually.
Yeah.
So it's like right here.
Yeah.
Middle of St. Louis.
Yeah. I'm north side, St. Louis.
Right. Yeah, man. I just kind of like to, it's just kind of fun. This show's been centered. I mean, I've had people from all over, the regional and stuff, but I always like to kind of start with St. Louis because, like I said, it's been home. So you guys,
St. Louis is a special place, man, for real.
Yeah,
Very much so.
I spent 10 years in LA, which is why like a lot of the opportunities that I've had come from that time out there. But St. Louis just has like a draw to it. Because I could have gone back to LA early this year, and even as recent as like a month ago, and I don't know, some about being home. You know what I mean? I hate it so much I can't leave. No, I love it here. It's the price of living. It's really cheap to live here, so you can.
Let's not lie about the money.
I'm just broke and I ain't got no choice. No, I mean, but something about St. Louis, man, and the scene. You know what it is. Like I'm really looking forward to fresh produce again. Like just like I don't know, there's just certain events and a certain vibe that you get being here.
Yeah. It's like that revival that's kind of going on right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but St. Louis is always, to me, in my opinion, it's always in a constant state of revival. It's always on its way back to some like mythical time period where it was. I don't know. I mean, other than that year where Nelly blew up and did the Super Bowl, like I'm like wondering what the fuck people are talking about.
Yeah.
Like what soup? Nah, but no, I mean that was like the High Point Cafe days. I mean, this is before you guys' time, but that's like when I got going. I used to be a rapper named Wafiq. I was in a group called Pangea with like Rockwell Knuckles and my boy Sense and Bigga and Kane, my cousin, and Trey, and Charlie Chan. DJ Charlie Chan was our producer, and so like I got my bones started at the High Point Cafe. So that was a really dope time period. Like that hip hop was, I don't know, it just. But then again, I was so young. I would wonder how much of that is just me romanticizing it. Like there's probably like younger artists now who feel the exact same way about how they're coming up, and like. Kill 'Em All is a really good example of a young group, and then through Kill 'Em All I met another artist named Shay who's really talented, and obviously Zech, and so they're having their moment, so they probably feel the same way I felt, you know what I'm saying? So I'm careful not to get too nostalgic, you know what I mean? Yeah.
So you started here performing in St. Louis and then went to LA, you said?
Yeah, I was we got pretty close. It was around the time that we were super, super young. And Nelly blew up, and then Charlie got his own radio show, The Drive at 5. And so we were like on the cusp, but you know, kids made some poor decisions. And then I had an opportunity to go to Tucson to sell cable door to door, and I was like, you know what? I can't turn that shit down. That's the dream, you know, Tucson, Arizona, selling cable.
Selling cable.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Right.
Nah, so yes.
Why not go sweat your ass off?
So I went and did that for a second, and then while we were out there, this band used to be this band called Jive Turkey out here, and then they evolved into a group called Art Thugs, and they had moved to LA, and they sent me and Rockwell some music to write to, and we couldn't afford to pay rent anymore, so we just bailed on the apartment, and we smoked weed and ate shrooms and drove from Tucson to LA and wrote some songs on the way and recorded them with them. And I just remember like I fell in love with LA instantly, and I was like I remember asking like the kind of like the leader of the Art Thugs, or like the head producer of Gorilla. It's like, yo, if I could afford to fly back out here, could I sleep on your couch for a little while? You know what I mean? And he's like, yeah, cool. So, you know, and then I went out there, got to spend some time in LA before coming back here. Yeah.
Matthias has told me some of the stories about some of those times.
Oh man, Math just hit me up. He's gonna be in the studio working on a new Earthworms project, and I should shut up now. So, but yeah, he just hit me up. I'm really excited for them.
He's he's a good friend of the show. He's been on a couple different appearances. Some we've talked. We did an Earthworms one a while back. And then we did a couple Pirates ones. So
no, that's what's up. Yeah, Math that's the big homie, man.
Yeah, but he's kind of filled me in on some of those some of the earlier days of some of the hip hop and stuff in St. Louis.
Oh, okay, yeah, he knows his stuff, man. He's been around for a lot of it, you know, like he knows his shit.
Yeah, that's what's kind of cool, like to have those. Especially in this format, to have these conversations and kind of preserve some of this stuff and archive it, and because like maybe some of that stuff, not really documented well, maybe at times, so it's like, it's kind of cool to have these conversations and talking about some of those days. And
yeah, that's true. Because even back then, even like we didn't even have any songs recorded. I'm pretty sure other groups did, but for us, we didn't. So there's no documentation of anything. I don't even know how we got popular. It's like sing one Pangea song, like I don't know, the one where the rapper, the one guy went first and the other guy was like, there's no like, so much of the you're right. So much of like what happened in the past is just like in people's heads, which I'm wary of too, because the next thing you know, depending upon who's telling the story, you're the hero or the villain or the big character. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's not how I remember it at all. So that's why I was just like, some of that stuff I just be like, yeah, that's not my place to say, because who knows what version is gonna come out.
That is also an interesting thing too, because like I've had 5 members of the Urge on the show.
Wow.
In single episodes. So a lot of them have talked about moments in time but 5 different viewpoints of it.
Yeah.
So it's like it's interesting to hear how they tell the story
was about to say
without
that.
the rest of the band there or
gotta be cool.
something.
Oh,
So
you sneaky bastard.
I mean, I
Getting my own personal thoughts.
I mean, it's not like I don't.
Yeah, you didn't plan it that
but
way, yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and maybe not like exactly the 5 point, but I'm saying like there's definitely been times where they've shared moments or stories like from their point of view instead of as the band collectively telling the story or something.
Yeah,
like
right.
that. So
Yeah,
it's definitely interesting how if everybody has their own perspective. So
Everyone does.
yeah,
Everybody does, man.
yeah, man. So but anyway,
Mine is the only one that's right. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that's what people probably think.
sure. Well,
That's
let's. So you've been at this thing for a while now,
A
then?
long time. Yeah, I'm a lifer.
Yeah.
I've quit so many times. This big shout out to Matthias. He was there the last time I quit. He had booked me to play at Old Rock House. I was like, yeah, this is my last show. I'm out. You know what I mean? And I was gonna focus on younger artists, and they're a fucking pain in the ass. So I decided not to. It's like,
Hey, now. Hey.
yeah, okay, well, present company excluded. That's why you're here. But Lord have fucking mercy. Like, it was harder working with younger artists than it was just dealing with it myself. So I was like, you know what? Nah, I'll just unquit. No, actually, what happened was I got the word about the DJ Shadow thing,
Yeah.
and that was like such a bucket list moment where I was like, maybe there's a sign, maybe not quitting,
So how's that come about? Like, is it just?
Well, I'm good friends with Trackstar, the DJ. I really wish I could just be like, because I'm just really dope. And so Shadow just called me. He's like, yo, man, we need you.
Yeah.
Daemon. But nah, Trackstar, the DJ, is a really good friend of mine. And he's the tour DJ for Run the Jewels, and they're fucking incredible. And he just reached out to me like in the middle of the summer. He's just like, yo, how would you feel about doing a record with DJ Shadow? And then after I got done shitting my pants, I was like, yo, are you fucking kidding me? So he sent me the record, and it already had verses from Rockwell Knuckles and Tef Poe, who in my opinion I hold is like other than Cat Davis and Black Spade, I think those two are the best rappers that St. Louis ever produced.
Yeah.
So I was just like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like Shadow's one of my top 5 producers, 2 of my favorite rappers ever. And so I was in Candyland. And so yeah, I just spent a couple days recording verse ideas. Yeah, you like that? You like that reference?
Yeah. Gotta put the
Inside
Candyland
joke. Big shout out to 24K. Anyway, so no, I recorded one verse and I sent it over, and something told me it wasn't gonna work. And I called Track, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna go back to the studio. And he's like, good, bro, because yeah, that first one did not work. So I was like, so I went back. I spent a whole day recording this other idea, and I remember, I'll never forget this. He's a fucking asshole, so I can talk shit about him. This dude I used to work with named Goonie was in the studio at the time, and he kept coming in and out of the room while I was working on the song, and he's like, this song fucking sucks, man. Why are you wasting your time with this shit? And I was just like, cause it's DJ Shadow. He's like, who the fuck is that? He's a really big stupid idiot, so I can say that. So yeah, so it was just really awesome because like I pushed back against that because your friends kind of can influence how you feel about a song. So I'm like, does it suck? Am I doing terrible? You know what I mean? But I pushed past it, and then I sent over the verse, and Trackstar was like, all right, well, fingers crossed, they like it. And then we got the word that we're gonna use it, but you don't know. I mean, it's stuff that's that big. It's like, it's almost like an abstract thought because you have no control over it. I don't have any access to DJ Shadow. It's like coming out through Nas's record label, Mass Appeal. So all of that stuff is just so grandiose. You're just like, that's in another universe. I have no control. It's never going to happen. Someone just blew smoke on my blah, blah. And then I got the word like, yeah, not only are they putting it on the album, but they're releasing it as a single, and it comes out next week. And then next thing you know, like, bam, there it was. And it's weird too because it happened right after I was like, yeah, I quit. Like I just had gotten burned out. And I already told you how that one guy, Goonie, talks about my work. So there's like a lot of negative energy surrounding me. And I had yet to really get that close with Zech, who's been a real big source of positive energy. So it was just like with so much negative around, it was just like, dude, you start to feel like the writing's on the wall. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's one thing to like buck against the system or fight against like, you recognize how difficult the music business is. It started to feel like there was an active like, no, this is not for you. Do something else. But then that hit, and it just sort of kind of like flipped, you know, on his head. Yeah,
The script for sure.
So there's this thing, it's called the theory of planned behavior. It started to predict an individual's intentions to engage in a behavior at a specific time and place. I don't know if you've been looking at your phones or looking at your screens, but careful with your info.
You dealing with the new mosquito through placebo, I clutch doom. Holly Selassie and Nito rolling on mushrooms. It's quick with flu, I trend like Nipsey Blue. I smoke a blunt in a hurricane to get me through. Examine the fact, I took Thor's hammer from Cap, no silicone in the cone. This is natural rap, technology killer. I can see the sins of the center stage since automation started when they freed the first slaves. My determination was birthed from the birth of the first bench. Kick a op in the face with a steel-toe Timberland. Floating through a wormhole backwards like what's the semblance? If this the end game directed by John Singleton, we've been the best since the best was a fucking concept. Will Smith was Aladdin and the last man alive. So fuck it, nigga, the last one's left. What's up?
Everyone wants to feel in control. In the same breath, they want to pay top dollars to be told what they like and what they don't. So it seems to me this confusion is a human error. We keep allowing this to grow, the machines are gonna win. I'm gonna be the first to say it.
My niggas forever been poor, competitive for the bread in the land where the only good president is a dead one. And the only real protection is a handgun. Lick a shot for the dead homies on that red rum. Yeah. And the rich get richer, and we get whatever the rich get sicker. And each year we dig in the ditch get bigger. You eat shit for dinner, your bitch get thicker. This in hell on the floor with a crayon. Ghost in the shell, I perform in a seance. I broke the spell, the thoughts that they prey on. You fuckers can't control a soul full of chaos. American gods, the devil is born and heaven is torn apart. When I settled the score, developed the form of man, but never been more different. A metaphor for killing, never before witnessed.
Deleting every record, you know what I mean. Putting mine on my money, downloading Fleet to sing clean. Keep them busy with algorithms, making them dizzy. Put them on gain and watch how quickly them pricks will forgive me. They overdid it with no permission. They starting drama like this the dimension where Biff is married to Martin Mama. No disrespect from their disconnection, they out of power. They'll come back to me in their darkest hour. Everywhere I go, people that I know tell me how I glow. My soul is a light show. Since I was little, Ryan always said I was right though. Clean as gun, watching WCW Nitro. The gangsta ain't tested, so they figure they try more. Paint themselves in the corner, then they wind up in my dough. Like, what up, dawg? How you feeling, mate? What you working on? The homies want the green like they saying turn it on. And futurists got a saying it's odd, but in the land of technology, the hacker is God. Who everybody charge your church up, get prepared. Open your social media, bow your heads for prayer, yeah. Type of hype got nihilists getting scared, yeah. Better life, you fighting but unaware, yeah. Whoever knew revelation was really your revelation. Get the babies waking up off of the plantation. Damn, so there you have it. A few different perspectives to reinforce the notion that you are not going crazy and you are not being paranoid, and everything that you've been worried about are the exact things that need to be on your mind. The question is, what do we do about it? You know? Whoa.
I've been fortunate, nothing, on that scale of doing a track with DJ Shadow. Of course, I haven't done that, but right. But I've definitely had those moments where like you're just down and you're like, man, I'm done. Like, and then all of a sudden, like right when you need it the most, like that thing assures you like you're on the right path.
Right.
And that's like such a cool moment. Like, and it rejuvenates everything. You're like this is what So if
if it's something you love, it doesn't even take that much, really.
Right. No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real. Like, it didn't have to be DJ Shadow. It could have been just
spark.
like,
Simple spark.
It could have been my cousin. Like, I really like that one verse. You know what I mean? And I would have kept going. But it was just something like that. Really, like you said, like rejuvenate is the word. Like, it's just like a shot in the arm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
that adrenaline.
Yeah. I feel the same way. Like I've even I do the show, and it's like sometimes I'm wondering why I do it, and then it's like then I realize like even if just like making a difference in one person's life, like if that one person's enjoying what I'm doing, and that's enough for me to kind of gives me justification to keep doing it and stuff.
Yeah.
So like, but man, that's such a cool story though, man. Especially like the timing wise and all.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was like it was. I mean, it's one of those things where I hope that I can. Do enough to where one day I at least get like a Lifetime movie made out of me, because there's just so many there's so many weird coincidence stories, like little things like that like you wouldn't have to make up to, like, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have to spruce up because the timing was so crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like the things just sync up. Unfortunately, a lot of them are terrible, but a lot of them were like, you kept going after that type of stories. You know what I'm saying? But that was definitely a positive one. And thank you. Big shout out to Trackstar. Because he just has always been such a constant source, not just of like positive energy, but like opportunity, which is in short supply.
Sure.
Oh, and by the way, I know you now. By the way, I'm not gonna ask for your
Zech
name.
knows who you are now. Track, you've made it. You've done it, bro. So proud of you.
So was that like
funny?
Was that the thought process, or was it the fact to have all like St. Louis MCs on it? Like,
I think there was there's actually a press release that I'll show you that that Shadow wrote himself and put out, and I got a chance to read. Trackstar just posted it like a couple weeks ago, and it blew my mind. Like, I guess Trackstar was like, because Shadow had the music already and wanted MCs on it, and Trackstar was like, dude, I think my St. Louis guys can handle that. So it was really cool to even be like in that list of artists that he would consider for doing it. You know what I'm saying? So, and
that's such a cool moment too. Like, kind of, I know you've mentioned Nelly and stuff. I mean, like we're known, and like that's all we have. Like that's why a lot of people, like I think like as a national level, like people think, oh, there's Nelly and there's Chingy. Like that's all, but like there's so much.
And big shout out to them too, because I remember being a kid, I used to hate on them so much, but now as you get older, you realize how hard it is to crack, to get somewhere. And it just shows you just how hard they worked and how much they've done for the game,
Yeah, I mean, definitely. But like, I feel like there's so much like the world doesn't know about here in town.
Oh God, yeah,
that's
so true.
And so like the fact to have something like that to shine a light on this whole city, like or at least have several MCs to speak for the city of St. Louis and stuff, and kind of help shine a light on everything we have going on here.
Yeah, for real. And then honestly, like. There are a lot of talented rappers here, but I feel like considering the work Tef has put in and the work Rock has put in, and like the things I've been fortunate enough to do, it just fit. Like the three of us, like it just felt right, and we got to actually perform it together too, which was crazy.
Very cool.
Track came to town. When was that?
26th, 25th of October.
Yeah. Was it October? Was it just that recently?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Track came, it was 26th of October.
Yeah.
He came and did one at the Bootleg, and we got to perform it together, and that was really
show.
It was special, man. It was so much fun. Yeah. That first time on stage with Rock in a long time. It was really good. It was awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah. We and what so I guess we mentioned Kill 'Em All briefly.
Kill 'Em All.
So that's your next date live performance.
Yeah.
You can come out December 28th to the Monocle.
In a second home.
Yeah.
Play them.
It's a great little space.
I love the Monocle. The people there, I love that place.
So this will be the Banksy video release party.
Yes, sir.
And you will be Well, are you doing your own set also?
I'm gonna do a set too.
Yeah,
yeah, I'm gonna perform as well.
And then you guys, I'm guessing you're gonna join them for the track.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, there you go. I'm excited to see this video too, man.
Dude, so yeah, Calvin Tigre directed it. He's fucking amazing.
Tigre.
And he's really just like he's just such an instinctual creative, and so like the process was really cool. I think he was the first director that I had worked with who like told me to chill out, you know, because usually directors are like, yo, more energy, more you know what I'm saying? And he was just like, there were moments where he wanted the energy, but then there were moments where he would just be like, all right, Daemon, just focus in and just sort of like give a it was just really like, it just felt like it was very complimentary to the music as opposed to just sort of, some directors kind of copy paste their vision on everything. And he came off more like, he had studied the song and knew the lyrics and knew the feel of it and was trying to create something that fit the vibe of the song. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Matter of fact, me and him are already working on some stuff for my EP too. So I'm really excited to see what the final product is. I've seen some of the video and it's amazing, but I can't wait to see like the final thing.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, it's gonna be dope.
That's how it always is.
Yeah.
See me in the street, you can go ahead, thank me. When you see me in the street, you can thank me. Nigga, what you ride for, the bank or the Banksy? Nigga, what you ride for, the bank or the Banksy? See me in the street, you can go ahead, thank me.
I can't save a soul if they don't want it. The only thing I'm saving is the monster I'm becoming. I'm burning bridges, no wonder they scoop me under. All I ever known is running, so I guess I had it coming. Relationships sinking, rocking two different boats, we ain't on the same anchor. Maybe this is anger, maybe I am mad. I'm not like you, dog, I can't forget about the past. Now I'm looking back, reflecting everything I had. Instead of trying to motivate the people that I have, invest in this all and put it into my craft. Let the club play the song and make the whole building collapse. And now I say, welcome to my level, where the struggle is a weapon and actually helps you. I guess your plan fell through. I don't even know the stranger that I'm standing next to. I'd rather not address you or question you.
That's me in the street. You ain't even gotta think. You ain't even gotta think. I don't do it for the bank. I do it for the bank. I do it for the banks. I do it for the banks. That's me in the street. That's me in the street. You can go ahead think. Go ahead think. I don't do it for the bank. I do it for the bank. I do it for the banks. I do it for the banksy. I do it for the banksy. Are you willing to pay that high a price? To earn your living, ain't got time to die. Are you with it? Are you with it?
Shout out to the ones that go for fame. I see you when you make it and don't remember my name. I wanna be the greatest, but if this is what it takes, they consider me a lost man. I never found a way. Look at me, clean on the record. Look at me, I feed off of pressure. Look at me, enemies pulling me down, and I'm dependent on no one to help me get up. My flow is like a river, all y'all niggas in denial, but I wish my main focus was pride instead of doubt. We all brothers till one of us coming up, then all of a sudden you don't see anyone around. I'm way too cold, my mind way too strong. I gotta chase my goals, I can't wait no more. The pain too strong, but I can't come home. I remain on the road, I can't stay too long.
That's me in the street. That's me in the street. You ain't even gotta think. You ain't even gotta think. I don't do it for the bank. I don't do it for the bank. I do it for the banks. I do it for the banks. That's me in the street. That's me in the street. You can go ahead think. Go ahead think. I don't do it for the bank. I don't do it for the bank. I do it for the banks. I do it for the banks. I do it for the banks. You see me in the streets. Are you willing to pay that high price? Nigga, what you ride for the bank or the banks? Ain't got time to die. You see me in the street. Are you willing to ride for the bank or the banks? Nigga, what you ride for the bank? Are you willing? When you see me in the streets, you can thank me. Nigga, what you ride for the bank or the Banksy? Nigga, what you ride for the bank or the Banksy? See me in the street, you can go ahead, thank me. When you see me in the street, you can thank me. Nigga, what you ride for the bank or the Banksy? Nigga, what you ride for the bank or the Banksy? See me in the street, you can go ahead, thank me.
And I'm guessing, you guys are gonna do? I'm sure they're gonna have like some kind of projector screen and stuff or something like to play it for everybody that night. And
I think so. Honestly, Capo, he's in charge of that. And one of the great things about Cap is like when he's running the show,
Capo.
you just come and do your fucking part. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to worry about the little things because Cap just takes care of. I mean, that's why I like to call him Cap for short. It's like because he's a leader of men, and that's not really. As many egos as you get in the business, you don't get a lot of actual leadership. You get a lot of people who think they're leaders because they like being in charge. Like, I like being the boss. I like people listening when I say stuff. I don't really necessarily want to be in charge. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because it's a lot of responsibility, a lot of hats you have to wear. And Cap's he has a natural way of kind of balancing all of that. So,
See what you did there.
Pretty sure there will be I'm pretty sure there'll be a projector.
Right.
Or some sort of fancy plan that he's got worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Very nice. Well, again, December 28th at the Monocle.
At the Monocle.
I believe the Monocle STL.
Also, we're doing a clothing drive that night as well. Yeah. I don't know all the details. I just know
hats, gloves.
Yeah, anything you
pants,
can. It's cold out here, and so we're just trying to do our part to help. We're doing a clothe them all. So, it's a play on kill them all. I came up with that. I'm so clever. Oh, God, kill me. But no, it's a clothing drive for the unhoused. So we need coats, hats, gloves. Please, they don't have to be in perfect condition, but just like decent condition. If you can bring them and donate, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
It'd be so awesome. Oh, and can I say who else was performing? Because it's just the lineup is just sick. Like, usually, I'm not going to lie to you, usually at a show, I just hide backstage until it's my turn. But I'm going to watch this show because I love all these acts. So, obviously, we got Tigre, Nolo, Big Shout. We got Ja, Gio, and Royal Davis. So, you know what I'm saying? The Davis family, yeah, that's hip-hop royalty for real. React, which is the homie Accurate, and oh, my God, he's going to kick my ass. I can't think of his name. That's my boy, too. Oh, yeah, just shoot me in the face now. So React's performing, and Capo and Icon are going to be rocking, and I guess DJ Who is on the steels, so... I'm really excited for this fucking show, man. Like, for real.
Yeah.
It's been, Rec, dude. What the hell? How the hell did I not? Yo, Rec, I'm sorry, bro. You know I love you. So, yeah, React is Rec, Riddles, and Accurate. So, that's going to be dope. And I've seen them both perform separately, but I've not seen them play together. So, and that's like two of the best rappers in the city. So, I'm sure that's going to be fucking nuts. So, yeah, come out December 28th. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Zech's going to take his pants off. It's going to be crazy.
I don't know about the pants, man. Maybe the shirt.
Yeah, okay, there you go. I just knew you were gonna do some Hulk Hogan thing. I didn't know if you do the Hulk Hogan shirt, I'll do the pants. It'll work out.
Hey, I can shave my beard to do it. I'm telling you.
Oh my God! Come on to the music. Dun 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 dun. Like, I'm really showing my age now.
It's gonna be a fun time.
It's gonna be great, man. We all get together. It's always fucking great. So, and it's been a while since we've all got to hang out. So I'm looking forward.
That's very true.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you something, Mean Gene.
All right, listen to me, brother.
All right, brother. There it is. You got it.
One Halloween, I got to host a party over at the Firebird. My friends threw a big rock show over there, and so I dressed the part, and I played. I came as Macho Man Randy Savage, and I painted this black beard on my face, and I wore the bandana and glasses, and I got a bunch of mini Slim Jims, and I was like slinging them out at all the people and stuff.
I thought you were gonna say you did a bunch of cocaine, like you really got any character.
The mounds.
I'm a very method actor.
So method.
Yeah. But anyway, then I just did the voice as long as I could till like blew out my voice.
That'll do it. That dude talks like that all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. Wasn't he from St. Louis?
Yeah, I think he's.
Or he played for the Cardinals? It was something like that.
He did play like in the minor
league, for the minor league Cardinal team.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Did not know that.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, big shout. Rest in peace, man.
Yeah, rest in peace, Macho Man
was a crazy bastard, but he was our crazy bastard.
Yeah. Well, you said something about in regards to kind of mentoring and working with some younger artists, and that's I think that's kind of a good time to introduce some Zech stuff here and why. So you guys been working as part.
Telling me.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of just been like a quick period of time. We haven't really labeled how long we've been working, but it's probably been about like 2-3 months now. where we've really just like kind of sat down, been in the booth, been in the studio for a while, and just kind of rocked it all out, man. It's been a really fun experience. I remember the first time I met him, I kind of like fangirled him a little bit. I was like, dude, this stuff is so sick. Can I just hear more? And actually, the very first performance that I was with him in was actually for Kill 'Em All.
Okay.
It was his actual album release party, Daemon's. And the first time I met him, I remember like just sitting there like being like, who is this man? His energy's nice. Let me be around him. And then after he performed was when I was like, man, I got to fangirl him a little bit.
Yeah.
And I remember later that night is when I messaged him and I was like, dude, can I get that album, man? I didn't get to buy it, and it just kind of jumped off from there, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
So you guys, that was what, July or something?
that was when was your release
You were
party?
working. He was in the studio with Kill 'Em All. Big shout.
Yeah.
The boys, the
seriously,
boys.
man, seriously, they're just like their movement of like what they're building is helping out other people. You know, helping me out in a tremendous amount. But yeah, so he was in the studio with Kill 'Em All at Buzzkill spot. And I just stopped in to do. I don't even know why. I guess because I'm crazy. I don't know what it was.
I remember this.
I forgot what. And we just got to talk. Well, you tell them because I don't really recall it exactly.
Oh yeah, well, I was in there. We were just trying to like finish up the stuff for the Kill 'Em All, the first album, the freshman album. Yeah, album 1. And I remember Mikey looking at me. He was like, "So you want to meet a guy named Daemon?" And I was like, "I guess so." And this man walked into the room, and he had that presence to himself. Funny ass dude, first of all. I forget the exact joke he made when he walked in, but it was just one of those moments I was like, yeah, all right. I see how this guy's going to go. Mm-hmm. And I remember actually saying that to you, and you looked at me and you were like, yeah, I am that type of guy.
Yeah, that's me. All jokes.
All jokes all the time.
Until it's time to pull out the potato peeler.
Oh, man. No potato peelers, man. Not that karate.
Nah, but yeah, he's and then, but like Zech's like really persistent. So he would I had started to kind of put out an album, and then this marketing guy ripped me off for $400. Big shout if you're listening. And the show didn't go like I wanted it to. I got a little too focused on trying to get people there and not on the experience. Something that Q from Kill 'Em All talked to me about. Like he was just like, yeah, you got to focus on the experience of it, and I think I let it get away from me. So I kind of shelved the album for a second, but Zech had asked for a copy of it, and he hit me up. He liked the song on there called "Dream About It," and he just kind of like, "Thanks, brother." And so we just kind of like kept talking because of that. And then I was working on this song called "The Night Is Young," and I got stuck on the chorus. So I had these 2 verses in this beat, but we couldn't crack the chorus. And so I just kept recording stuff. I had a little setup in my room, and I would record different ideas. And so I had an idea for the hook, but I wasn't quite there. And then Zech, I sent it out. Matter of fact, I just told him this recently. I sent it to 2 different singers. I sent it to him and someone else. And and then me and Adrian listened to both ideas. Adrian's my producer, by the way. And so me and Adrian sitting in the studio. Big shout out to AD. We were sitting in the studio listening to him, and he was like, yo, who's this kid? And so we didn't end up using it for the chorus. We used it for a bridge part. Mm-hmm. But then once I wrote the actual hook, we had Zech come in and sing it, and then we just kind of kept in touch and just kept. And because there were actually other younger artists that I've been working with too, but they just sort of bit by bit, like this person wasn't committed, or this person just, only kind of wanted to party, or this, you know what I mean? Or this person just didn't like the cut of my jib, or whatever the fuck. Just different reasons for falling off. And Zech was kind of the only one that was consistent. Not only just because of talent, but like I think he's one of the few people that realizes like as much fun as this is, and as much as it's about like enjoying yourself and the drinking sometimes and the drugs and the smoke and the weed and all that stuff, people can get lost in that and not realize like you gotta show up on fucking time and you gotta work your fucking ass off. Like you can't like I think people just get this thing in their head where like if I'm just pretty enough, or if my voice is nice enough, or if my lyrics are good enough, it's like at the end of it, man, no one gives a shit about that. And half the time people like artists that aren't even necessarily that good. They just speak to something that connects with them, and the only way to even get to that point is to have some finished product or have something, you know what I mean? So people just really get caught up in like they think of it more as like hobbyists, and they think that that's pure. Like I've had debates with people, and they think that the moment money enters it, it ruins it. And I tell them like, that means you're not good enough. That means something's wrong with you. Cause like I can get paid and work my ass off on a song. I cannot get paid and work my ass off on the song. I am who I am, regardless of the zeros, if it's zero zeros or if there is a check. So it's more about, it really just brings out who you really are. And Zech's just a hard worker and a talented dude. So.
Listen, I can hear the naysayers, can't say it to my face, then stay in your place, niggas. Keep your head down like saying your grace, nigga. I ain't here to pray with you, it's Daemon the grave, nigga. Get your whole world torn apart, hit you with the flow like you dove off of Noah's Ark. Glow like Joan of Arc, you know the part where no one thought I was gonna spark. Heard a lot of singing and started thinking I'm going soft. I'm so done with the lies, a bunch of know-it-alls. Every summer's yours, cause pride coming before the fall. Wanna throw me off of a cliff, I call it the Romanov. For the soul stone, I'm so stoned, I'm going on. I'm so cool like I'm part of the sun. Whole crew on top of the sun, the old school player, the new mayor in the heart of the slum. I roll through, put a part of your lung, you don't fool me.
I saw the sign, like a scion in my mind. Yeah, right. I saw the sign, I saw the sign. I caught a vibe, like a fire in my mind. Yeah, right. I caught a vibe, I caught a vibe. Say what you want, gon' live your life. What you want, gon' live your life. Say what you want, gon' live your life. While the night is young, oh yeah. Say what you want, gon' live your life. Do what you want, gon' live your life. Say what you want, gon' live your life. While the night is young.
I bet God is a woman and she fine as hell. What I really try and holler, only time will tell. Silly little thoughts I'm inclined to share. Before we get into this round for you, how do I describe it? Well, you know the feeling when you walk in the room and forget why you walked in the room. That's how I'm starting to view you little rappers. I knew it, I'm barbaric. From the moment you start talking, I stop caring.
Ice cold, don't freeze with the ice on my wrist, I'm froze. 24 karat light gold, got me dripping on your hoes, oh no. Young chief, young alien, fight hard, live fast on the fairy dust. Who knew that's me, I'm the scariest. Don't trip, don't trip, don't trip. I saw the sign, like a scion in my mind. Yeah, right. I saw the sign, I saw the sign. I caught a vibe, like a fire in my mind. Yeah, right. I caught a vibe, I caught a vibe. Say what you want, gon' live your life. Do what you want, gon' live your life. Say what you want, gon' live your life. While the night is young, oh yeah. Say what you want, gon' live your life. Do what you want, gon' live your life. Say what you want, gon' live your life. While the night is young.
Yeah, and I've told him a million times I've been grateful that he's kind of brought me around this scene, because my initial input when I started doing music again about 2.5 years ago was that I couldn't find people that continuously wanted to do it. I'd find a group here and there, and then they would be like, all right, well, no, let's go party. And I'd be like, well, you just wrote this whole song, why don't you just fucking lay it out, put it on the tracks, let's edit it, let's do something. And they just didn't have that drive. And that's what I love so much about working with Daemon and Adrian and everybody else. Even Q and Kill 'Em All, bro.
They put in the work, man. They put in the fucking work. Mm-hmm. And it's nothing. I mean, it has to be a balance of work and joy. It's not like, oh yeah, Daemon worky. You know what I mean? It has to be a joy for it. But it's if you can't balance it, I can't get you there. I don't there's certain things I can show people. I can't make people focus, and I've learned that about myself. I can't force a focus on someone. It's either you have it or you don't. And I've also noticed that the more focused I get, the less focused people around me get. It's almost like a subconscious, well, Daemon will do it. And they'll never openly admit that. No one ever wants to just be like, we wouldn't get shit done if it wasn't for Daemon, because then it takes away from the the camaraderie and the energy that you have in the room, and then I can't do that because again, it'll ruin it. You know what I'm saying? So you end up in these situations where you just have to carry a bunch of lazy motherfuckers around because you can't say it out loud because then it'll ruin their feelings, and then that'll get into the music, and then you can't have that. So you just kind of have to just eat it. I mean, I probably just screwed it up just now saying it out loud, but fuck it.
It's a lot about your energy though too, man. Like I said, it's a lot about your energy too, man.
Yeah,
like
it
the
really
energy
is.
around you, like that's like I just said, your energy is like crazy. So like when I'm around you and we're starting to do music, I've had a couple moments where I was like, Daemon will just finish this, and I'm like, shit. Why don't I help him finish this?
Yeah,
Like, it's
and
not
I've
that
seen
hard.
that, like, because he went from just recording parts and then kind of going and like chilling to like, if he's not doing the editing himself, he's sitting right next to the guy who is and asking questions or trying to pick up little things. So we can keep, I call it LeBron ball because, LeBron is notorious for passing the ball a lot. So it's like some nights it's Kobe ball. It's just like, get the fuck out of my way. I'm doing I know the name of the song. I know the track we're doing. I know exactly how I want it. We're just doing what the fuck I say and that's it. And then there's like nights where it's like, LeBron ball where it's like we're just moving it around, like who's got an idea, who's got the hot hand, who's got something, and we just kind of run off it like that. So it's been a lot more LeBron ball lately since Zech's been around. Like it's been a lot more like sharing it, and like we just started working on some stuff. Coco from Basement Beats too, so he kicked me some amazing tracks, and so me and
great guy.
He's amazing. He's just so super talented and just like so chill, and so he kicked me some beats, and then we were in the middle of working on that pack of beats, and then he just sent me some more, and I'm like, nah, man, chill. We're good. And the next thing you know, like 2 days later, we had written 2 new songs to those. So it's just like, but it's helpful having someone like Zech around, because like, if I run out of something or run out of gas, or I only have a part of an idea, or even better, when he'll have something to start with. So then it's like he'll have something that I can pick off of, and so it kind of keeps you fresh instead of like
keeps you
run out of gas. Like tonight, I have 2 sessions tonight, and Zech will be there, and I know that instead of just getting one idea for each session, with Zech around, we might end up with 2 or 3. Mm-hmm. So,
is that a lot of your process? You get just a beat and then you kind of write to it, or do you both write and then find the right beat for it?
Well, I'm usually I write for a publishing company called Third Side Music, and I do what people oftentimes call top line, which is just like the lyrics stuff. So I'm more of a give me the beat and let me see what happens type of person. Right. There have been some exceptions. Sometimes what'll happen is when I write, because I write a lot of hooks for people, and they don't always like them. So what happens is if I like them, then my deal is, especially for free work, I say, well, then I get to keep whatever I write. So then we'll take their beat off, and then me and Adrian will sit down and construct a new beat around it. Yeah. But I'm really like, I'm nothing without a good beat. Like words to me, like words are easy to come with, melody's easy, but production around it is more difficult. You usually get a better beat when you're working with the producer's vision first. That's just been my experience. You know what I mean? As opposed to like, because I know some rappers that do that, where like they make you build beats around their raps, and then the beats just aren't that good. Yeah. And I think no matter what you say, man, I love beats, man. You know what I mean? Maybe it's because I can't make them, so I have such an appreciation for them, but I think it's important for the audience to like get in a groove, you know what I mean? Like feel something, not just before I even open my mouth, you know what I'm saying? So beats first for me. I don't know.
No, that's 100%. I mean, if you don't have a good beat behind some amazing lyrics, obviously it's not going to come off the way that you're wanting it to.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, honestly, like I feel like, at least for me, the older I get, the less important my ego is for the process. Like when I was younger, I really needed to feel like I was the most important part of it, or I would space out. But now it's like, if the end result is fucking dope, I don't care. Like there's been some things that started off as my song, and then by the time we're done, it's Zech's song, or it's like, you know what I mean, or like when I wrote 2 hooks for Kill 'Em All, and I spent 2 days in the studio working on one chorus for a song called Kill 'Em All, title track called Kill 'Em All, because the lyrics were so powerful, and I just like didn't want to fuck their song up. You know what I mean? So I just so it's almost like it was my song. So I spent days working on this chorus to get it right, and I felt the same pride and happiness I feel when I do something by myself. You know what I mean? Even just being a small part of like such a powerful record. You know?
Yeah, man.
A very powerful record.
Yeah,
that's for damn sure.
They definitely they specialize in powerful records for real, bro.
Yeah, that was. I love that album, man.
It's fire, man. It's fire. If you guys have not heard it, go check it out, man. Volume 1, Kill 'Em All.
And let's talk about. So you can. Well, I guess let's mention again. So we have. You can come here, Kill 'Em All live, and Daemon, December 28th at the Monocle.
Yeah.
You can find everything else on what Facebook and Instagram. You can get involved there.
Yeah. You can. I'm all of my social media is Songs by Day. So that's Songs by DAE. I'm usually just on Instagram or on Facebook. And by usually I mean never, but follow me anyway.
Right.
Let's see if I get enough followers, maybe I'll post something.
There you go.
But then all the music is like everywhere, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Google Play,
right.
And it's DAEMON. So
let's
find some gems.
We got one that's taking off right now.
Oh yeah,
yes sir.
A track called "Hard to Say."
Hard to say. Yeah, we just it's a single I just put out a couple of weeks, about a month ago now.
Yes, sir.
It was it's doing pretty well, and it was featured on a show called Daybreak. It's on Netflix, and the scene was really really awesome. It's a really cool scene. You should check it out. I don't even want to say it because you haven't seen it yet. I just kind of just want you to go see it for yourself. You just have to go check it out. Go watch Netflix's Daybreak. If you want to skip right to it, it's the 5th episode, and you can't miss it. Let's just put it that way. It's beautiful, and you can't fucking miss it. But because they use the song so prominently, people have been looking it up, and I hope it's because it's a good song. People seem to like it. It's it's just about love. All the stuff we rap about. Rappers, we can get caught up, especially in a lot of negative, because the world kind of sucks. And so, matter of fact, even me and Zech talk about it sometimes because we were like 3 or 4 songs
all
deep.
The time.
And we had written like 3 or 4 songs for like a 4-day span, and all of them were about lying ass girls. And we were just like, dude, no more songs.
We gotta chill. We gotta chill.
I think the next song I wrote was like, I need me a sweet bitch, down for the weekend and more. Like I had to just I was like, no, the next song
we're gonna love them.
It's gonna be happy as fuck. This girl is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna love her. She's gonna love me. It's gonna be great. But Hard to Say is one of those songs where it's like, it's just all about like reinforcing the positive, you know what I mean? Because I think we don't realize it because we're just we're just getting our issue off. So someone hurts you, you go write a song, you put it out. But I wanted to like try to capture some positivity. So
there's enough negativity in the world.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. So I just took a little small moment in time. I was like really, really in love with this girl some years ago, and she passed. But I just thought about how happy she made me, how much I loved her, and
yeah, man.
Just tried to put it into a song, and my publishing company liked it, and they got it on the show. So we put it out, and people seem to have been responding to it.
Love you like 1,004, 100K is solid gold. Starting like a diva, make believing like you got it though. Coming from the streets the same as me because you kinda broke. Girl, you gonna be the greatest even if you kinda don't believe it. The way that I believe in you, the time has come. Run away with me, we supposed to lead the longest time ago. If I could combine us both, we wind up so chaotic and cohesive. We complicated people, it's hard to say the reason why. It's hard to say the reason why. Hard to say. It's hard to say the reason why. I need to plan to see the conversation. I'ma give Rosetta Stone and learn to speak your body language. Maybe build a better home and garden before we start to grow apart. We broken stars with broken hearts. They see a constellation in the evening. I can't contain the energy I have for you. Even if a fading memory is all I have of you. We defy the laws of nature, redefine the laws of love. We can fight them all and keep it all for us. I'm following you, the reason why. It's hard to say the reason why. Hard to say. It's hard to say the reason why. It's hard to say the reason why. Hard to say.
It's hard to say the reason why we dream about each other when I can't sleep. I ain't woke though, but I ain't that deep. I sling dough, but I ain't that street. Yeah, I'm a nerd with attitude. And I heard you had a few issues, baby. Word, I had them too. I learned to laugh when I'm tripping, baby. Go ahead, live your life. Yeah, you could do your thing. Take your time, get that right. Baby, it's time to live your dream. I was raised in the game, was no love. But you changed with a thing like a grown up. Can't wait like a gold rush. Yeah, cause you're worth more than gold plus.
Check that thing out on Spotify, man.
Yeah, please.
It's a great song.
Yeah, we're almost at 100,000 plays, so check it out. You know what I'm saying? Give us some love.
So
Hope you like it.
So I guess is that? I mean, do they pitch? I'm guessing they have a meeting with Netflix. And they
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I just do the drugs and write the songs, then they do what they do with it. We have a very good relationship. Sure. It's like, I do my part, they do theirs.
The whole placement, like how, the finding the right song for the right scene and
it's complex and it's complex and they're really good about just like finding ways to just motivate without getting, like I told you that story about the it's not gangster enough for that. Like they don't do that kind of shit. They're more just like about positive reinforcement and just like trying to find, like it was a feel out experience at first. Kind of feeling out what I was into naturally, and then from there. But we've been working together for almost 5 years now, so it's pretty flowy now. We just write stuff and just kind of feel out, and every once in a while they'll send a little letter and say, hey, we really like this song, and then we'll take that as like indication that maybe move in that direction a little bit. As a matter of fact, me and Zech just wrote a new one that we're not gonna talk about that much, but it's really awesome, and they really like it. But again, it's positive. We are talking about a lying ass girl though.
Very true. Very true.
But it's over kind of like a slowed down sort of Latin piano. It's really fun and upbeat and like live. Like it's lovely.
Yeah.
So, but I think it's all about trying to find, especially with placements. I find that it's like authentic happiness works a lot. Like you can't manufacture it. Because people can tell, bro. It's so weird, like how people can tell when you're faking happy just on a record. Like they can just hear it. Because I tried to manufacture some happiness, and them songs have not seen the light of day. But when you capture a little bit of honest
happiness,
joy, and you're able to put it on wax, it tends to
burn well.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, people tend to respond to it. So
yeah, man. That just like I said, that kind of. I'm a big fan of movies and television. So stuff like there's definitely been those moments where you hear this particular song in that scene and you're like, I got to go find out who this is. And that's always
special.
That's always a fun moment, especially if it's an artist you never heard of, and then you get to go deep dive on their catalog and discover everything else they're a part of. So
it was cool too, because the YouTube, because it went up on YouTube too, the song, and so there are all these comments because we didn't know about the place. Like sometimes it's a mad dash last minute, so I just last minute got it up on Spotify. So I think it was I got the word it was officially gonna happen the day before the show aired. So I'm just or the day it aired or something like that. So we're just mad, trying to get it up there as soon as possible. And DistroKid and TuneCore and all that, they can't really get it up just one day. I'm not Drake. They're not gonna be shut it down, get it up. You know what I mean? So. So it was it wasn't quite up yet. It wasn't on Shazam where you could just look it up, play the song on your phone and find it. Right. So literally the first 20, 30 comments on YouTube are just spent days looking for this song, finally found it. And that just made me I feel bad. I felt terrible that I didn't get it up in time, but it also kind of made me happy. Damn, people are going out of their way looking for it. I wonder how many fans I fucking lost because I didn't have it up in time. But it was just cool, like you said, that same connection to the scene, and I love this song, I need it in my life.
I mean, I've definely done that, typing in lyrics, trying to figure out who the artist is or what
someone asked for the lyrics of the song, and my I don't have an actual YouTube thing, so my YouTube is just some random crap from my email address. So I left the lyrics under it. They don't know it was me, and they're just whoever you are, thank you. That was cool.
Well, they do now.
Yeah. Oh shit. It was me all along.
They're all going to listen to this episode.
Yeah. You're telling your secrets, man. You're telling your secrets.
Well, otherwise we don't have nothing to talk about. We just sit here. They're all secrets, Everything's a secret till you say it out loud.
Oh man, that's a great track.
Yeah, man.
That thing.
I had a couple of questions that I've been doing So, I don't know really what inspired it. So Ellen has been doing these, like, she does these, like, this recurring bit, like, burning questions where she kind of just ask, like, some rapid fire questions, and they always make me laugh. And so I thought that's sort of what inspired this sort of thing. But but
Plead the fifth.
Yeah. But anyway, so I was wondering if there was somebody that you would like to do. Well, the question was a duet, but if a collaboration of sorts, if a particular producer or MC or whatever there might be for you guys, like, is there somebody in mind that you would really
like anyone? Like anyone?
Yeah, sure.
Just anyone in the world?
Yeah.
I mean, that's easy. Nas. Nas is the greatest,
Yeah.
dude. Nas is the GOAT. I would love that. And that's what was so crazy about being on the Shadow album. I'm just looking at the the set list, like the song list, and I'm like, my name's like only 7 songs away from Nas's name. Fucking weirdo.
Fangirl in it.
Just like freaking out, like, look how close I am. Look at it. Like Nas is holding it. Nas is holding the vinyl. I'm on that vinyl. He's holding it. You know what I mean? It's such a fangirl moment. But yeah, obviously Nas. I think like getting like more possible. Like I love to work with Rockwell again. I think he's brilliant. I actually wrote something for Rocky and the Knuckles. We sent it over to him. We're trying to hopefully they rock with that. And I'm not gonna lie, and with Tef again. I like to work with them.
Yeah.
I mean almost as much. I mean not quite as much as Nas, but
Yeah.
that'd be great. Oh, and then obviously I think every rapper has this fantasy. Sade.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I've written some stuff for Sade. You've actually sang some stuff that I wrote and it was like, this Sade would kill this. in my infinite ambition.
You got an answer to that?
Oh man, honestly, I mean, I don't sit and think about who exactly I want to collaborate with. I just kind of let it all free flow. So
self-fulfilled prophecy.
Right off the top of my
universe,
head,
baby.
Yeah, I mean, I always talk to Day about this. Might be a weird answer, but Billie Eilish, man, that'd be phenomenal. That'd be phenomenal, man.
She's great.
Yeah.
I could just the videos I've watched about her inspirations.
Yeah. I feel like
and a lot of this stuff kind of.
Yeah, we would click. Yeah, you would click. Yeah.
And then another guy that actually Daemon and Adrian introduced me to was Binks. I'd love to do something.
Oh
with
yeah,
Binks,
Binks is incredible, dude. I'll show
That'd
you
be
some
phenomenal.
stuff. He's really dope.
All right.
Real dope. He's got a new album coming out. I got fortunate enough to get on a track with him. I mean, you never know because Binks is a process, but I'm hoping the song makes it because he's a really dope cat.
Nice.
Oh yeah, play a little Fortnite with him. Got to know him a little bit.
Yeah.
Do either of you do celebrity impressions at all?
Celebrity impressions.
Any?
I mean, no, I haven't had anything to drink, so no. We probably do, but like, I mean, everyone does like Arnold Schwarzenegger and shit like that. You know what I mean? But like, nah.
I mean, I do Peter Griffin. Peter Griffin.
Wait, Peter. Oh God, I gotta hear this. Peter Griffin? No, I gotta hear you, Peter Griffin.
Look, man. Yeah, first of all, you've heard it plenty of times.
Okay, well, now you have to do it with the microphone.
I'm Peter Griffin. I'm Peter. Lois.
That's pretty.
Shut up, mate.
That's pretty damn good, bro.
And we did some Hulk Hogan too, so that's
I gave you a little Macho Man. That was,
Oh man,
I'm not doing it again. I'm getting up there in years. This is how you give yourself a stroke. That and Slim Jims.
I ain't seen you have one in a while, man.
That's like,
I'm good.
Let's keep you away from them.
that's like pure salt, man.
Yeah, seriously.
It's so good in the first like 2 minutes.
There are more fun ways to kill yourself. You know what I mean?
That's pretty.
Killing your stomach.
That's a pretty solid Peter Griffin, though.
Yeah, there was, bro.
I feel like I can like mimic a lot of artists or voices and stuff, but like as far as like doing an impression, like and getting into like that character and like can continue in the conversation or something like that, I don't think I could do any of that stuff. Like, you know, but like I feel like if I hear it, I'm able to mimic it. So
it's like especially like really iconic characters. Like if I watch Pirates of the Caribbean, like the first 3 of them, I can just do the walk and everything. You know what I mean? Like you completely lock in on it. But it's like if you separate from it, you're like, I got nothing.
Right. What about Strangest Fear? Do you guys have? Is there anything?
Strangest Fear.
Michael Jackson's Thriller. Like you could literally start playing the beat right now, and I will freak the fuck out. Even to this day, it scares the shit out of me. Seriously, the laugh at the end of the video, the dancing, the mood, all of it. For the jacket, you looking up that way like he was behind me just now. All I don't know.
You just messed up, Damon. You just messed up. You told me something.
What's that?
Hey, that's what it's for.
What? Who is that? What's his name? That does the voice, the laugh, and all that. I think it's like.
Oh, you're talking about like towards like the end of the song, and he like does the
Vincent
voiceover.
Price, I think.
Yeah, there it is.
No, man, chill, bro. You're not doing it right though. It's all good. Even the poem at the end of the thing, or like, cause I remember. Or like how he's like totally fine at the end, and he's like, no, it's okay, girl, come with me. And then he turns around and looks at even thinking about it's freaking me out.
Get the heebie-jeebies.
You guys,
no. He doesn't even want to think about it. He's got to walk away.
Yeah.
Clear his mind for a little bit. Man.
You ever watch Wayne's World?
Oh, yeah. Wayne's World. Wayne's World.
The part where just laughing thinking about this when he's doing the leprechaun and he's holding the flashlight in front of his face and I'm the leprechaun, and then Garth's like, cool man, not freaking me out, and like so funny.
Dude, that's definitely one of those movies I definitely like watch when I'm high.
Oh yeah.
And just laugh about it because it's like it's humor, but it's like stupid humor, you know, and that's just what's so funny about the whole show.
Why can my fear be so damn catchy?
It's Michael Jackson. What do you expect, man?
No.
Is the dance going too?
Oh, God.
Hey, don't make me pull up the video.
That's irrational fear.
Yeah. Zach, do you have a fear that you want to talk about?
Man, honestly, it's really, really, really weird.
We're weirder than Michael Jackson's Thriller?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, then you got to say it.
Lines.
Huh?
Lines. Like, literally, just like if lines aren't... So like on a like white piece of paper.
Shirt?
No. Like, I think it's more of on a paper. So, like, when like, paper manufacturers screw up, like, some of the lines will be, like, jagged and stuff like that. It, like, scares me for some reason. I don't know.
That's insane.
Yeah, I'm a weird
That's
guy.
like
Let's be honest.
That's more like
it's a phobia.
OCD kind of
Oh, I definitely have OCD.
Yeah, that's like... There's like those videos online like where everything like when people like go to cut something and they don't cut it everything right, all the sizes are missed or whatever.
All those videos.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I watched a whole video one time and I was like shaking by the end, like tripping. I was like, oh, stop it.
Yep.
The corner's just not right.
All right. Yeah.
The tile's not where it's supposed to be. Oh man.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a little irrational, but it works.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I thought those would be fun to get to know a little more personality.
Now everybody's going to be singing Michael Jackson.
Yeah, right.
Well, what's your fear? I want to know that.
I don't really have, like, I mean...
6'4", it's afraid of shit.
Let's be honest.
Like, I mean, I just have, like, the, typical, I think, fear, it's not the fear of, like, heights, it's the fear of falling, so I don't, but I don't, like, I mean... I don't know. I can't really think of any. I don't have like
a specific one. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess like I'm not necessarily like scared of them. I'll hold them, but like I remember like in the movie like Arachnophobia when there's like spiders everywhere.
Oh, dude, spiders.
That definitely weirds me out. Like especially if I don't know where they are. Like if somebody were to drop one on me or something, I definitely would freak. But I wouldn't say. But I don't. If I hold it in my hand or whatever, that's not a problem. But like,
actually, I'm gonna steal that now. Spiders are my worst fear too.
I'm not rocking with that either.
I had one like I fell asleep on like this beanbag chair and I woke up and it was like crawling on my hand, and it was like I thought like I was just tripping, like it was just like I'm waking up and I'm seeing shit. No, it was legit crawling on my hand, and I flicked it off. It stayed. It just went to the other side of my hand, and I was like, oh!
It was determined to stick around.
It wanted to do something.
Well, I know a lot of people like are scared of snakes and stuff, but I have a ball python in my house, so snakes don't bother me and stuff. And there's a lot of like
It's only spiders, man. Yeah. Spiders for me. Snakes are fine.
Yeah, I grew up in the woods, so I'm like used to a lot of critters and different things. But like, but yeah, I just definitely don't want them spider on me.
Yeah, one of my closest friends is from Australia. She lives in Melbourne.
Yeah.
And she's always like, you should come visit and so forth. Like, not that it's been the reason why I have it, but it's almost like concurrent with just seeing memes of like huge spider creatures and shit. Like, man, I'm not going out there.
Yeah, like literally everything will kill you in Australia. Like
how are people so nice? Everything's trying to murder them.
So I'm going to like Sydney, and I'm just gonna stay in the city.
Yeah, I mean, but Melbourne's like the music capital of their country. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I know I'm gonna go eventually. That's what I should have done instead of hanging out with you wackos. I should have.
Bought
myself a ticket and went to fucking Melbourne.
Yeah,
there you go.
Is that true?
That you seen that video that like that kangaroo was like messing with this guy's dog?
The muscular ass kangaroo that looked like he could beat my ass.
Yeah, he like swole up and like he was gonna punch that guy.
Dude, those things are muscular, man. They got more definition than me.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I don't have any definition. It's called fat definition. It works.
That kangaroo been in the gym, man, putting in work.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah. So
there's like another one where it was like scratching on the windows, and that one looked like it could like eat my child that I haven't had yet.
But yeah, I don't know. My dad's actually in Australia right now as we're talking, and like it's interesting that comes up. But yeah, he. I don't know. I think I'd like to go, but I don't know if I'm fooling around and getting away from the city too much and wind up fighting a kangaroo somewhere.
Yeah, I'm good. Especially for I'm good.
Yeah.
That's where my laziness will come in handy because I'm not doing shit. I got all the way out there.
And walk away.
I go all the way to Melbourne to like go to the bar. Like really? Like yep, that's why I'm here.
Show them one of your 14 karates.
Oh yeah, I do know 14 karates, everybody. So if you ever want to learn, there are only actually 22 karates known by man. You're gonna be like, what the hell is this?
The run up, get done up karate.
Run up and get done up karate. Potato peeling karate. There's also Kung Fu karate. That's one of my favorites.
Nice.
Everybody was Kung Fu.
I'm just gonna go to Melbourne and find myself a girlfriend.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The accent, bruh.
Hey, I got an Australian brother-in-law.
That's not helping me.
I mean, he has some sisters, right? Huh? He has some sisters.
Okay. Now I see where you're going. Tell him to send me like some dossiers or something.
Oh my god.
Some files. Do my research, doggy.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, I guess if you know anybody that can hook us up with Sade or Nas or
I
thought he was going to that point too, and I was like, oh no.
Or an Australian girl.
I guess my social life gotten that bad. The answer is yes. The answer is yes, it has.
Just go ahead and write in and.
Yeah, for sure. That's for sure.
But
Nas, hit him up.
Yeah,
please.
But no, this is
I'll let me know.
It's been incredible, guys. I really appreciate you taking the time to do this. Again, snag them tickets for December 28th at the Monocle. While you can,
for sure.
If you haven't been there, it's a pretty intimate venue, so not a lot of space, and it's going to fill up, and it's going to be a great time and great space though over there at the Monocle, located right there on Manchester and Tower Grove. So, but yeah, come on out.
Come hit it up, man.
Please
have some fun with us.
Get involved with Daemon and Zech all over your Facebook and Instagram, and keep an eye out for some new music coming soon. And be sure to grab all the stuff on wherever you're getting your digital music at today. So
it's
a lot of Spotify. Everybody, everybody come everywhere.
Hit me up at Songs by Day.
Yep, there it is, man. All right. Well, thank you guys.
Thank you for inviting us, letting us do this, man.
This awesome.
Yeah.
I love this. This is fun.
Oh,
this
yeah.
was a good time.
Let's get to have a little conversation.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, everybody.
See ya.
Rock Paper Podcast. Rock Paper Podcast. Rock Paper Podcast. Rock Paper Podcast.
Well, yeah, that was it.